Okay. How does it feel watching your parents on Young, Rich, and African? First of all, guys, it's Young, Famous, and African, not Young, Rich, and African. Second of all, I don't know. Like, when I watch it, I don't... Oh! Crap. When I watch it, I don't think of them as my parents. I think of them as, like, people I'm watching on the TV show. You feel me? Where's my concealer brush? I can't find it. Anyways, I don't think of them as, my parents. I think of people I'm watching on a TV show. So when I'm watching it, I just disregard the fact that they're actually my parents, because I don't want to be biased in any way. So if my mom does something that actually pisses me off in the show, I'm gonna be like, bro, like Annie is doing too much. You feel me? So I treat them like every other cast member. Like, if someone's beefing my mom and I know my mom's in the wrong, I'm not gonna be like, period. I'm gonna tell my mom, mama, you were in the wrong here. Like, bruh. But it's all jokes, it's all bands, you know. Like, it's like, yeah, it's just funny. It's just funny. Do you like the way your parents are portrayed in Young, Famous, and African? No. Because I think the way... I don't think I've ever actually spoken about this in, like, the lights, but I think the way my parents are portrayed anywhere is just so wrong. And, like, whenever I try to back my parents up and be like, nah, that's not what happened, everyone's just like, how will you know? How will you know? It's a little child. How would you know? You're not in my family. Your knowledge is based off stuff that you see on freaking Safari and freaking Instagram and freaking, like, social media. I know it because I've been in the household as my parents. Like, I feel like people also, like, obviously people on social media, I can't change everyone's perspective on social media because people on social media will always think what people on social media want to think, but obviously they will never know, like, the actual true story, or like the actual true like background of anything that has ever happened in my family household, or anything that has happened, like, before I was even born. Like, they will never actually know. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? So I feel like what my parents were portrayed wasn't the best image, and it wasn't completely accurate. I can't say too much on that, but it wasn't completely accurate.
Yes, it has happened again. Two-Face and Annie Dibia's first daughter, Isabella, speak for the first time, as she says the way her parents are being portrayed are too bad. Isabella Idibia, the first daughter of the singer Innocent Idibia, aka Tubaba, shared with his wife Annie Idibia, has expressed her displeasure over the way her parents have been publicly portrayed. The teenager did a live video where she answered questions from her followers. A number of the questions were centered around her famous parents. One fan asked how she felt about the way her parents were portrayed in the reality show titled Young, Famous, and African. In the reality show, Hani, a Nigerian actress, was portrayed as a nagging wife who continued to endure her cheating husband, Two-Face Idibia, infidelity. In the show, Two-Face boldly declared in the presence of Annie that men are wired to cheat. Reacting to the show, Isabella, who is 15 years old, made it clear that she did not like the way her parents were presented to the world. She added that the way her parents were portrayed in the reality show was so wrong. Isabella said, I think the way my parents were portrayed in Young, Famous, African is just so wrong. Whenever I tried to back my parents up, that is not what happened. Everyone would be like, how will you know you are still a child? How will you know you are not in my family? Your knowledge is based on stuff that you see on social media. I know it because I have been in the household with my parents. I can't change everyone's perspective on social media because people on social media would always think what people on social media want to think. But honestly, they would never know the actual true story of anything in my family or anything that has happened before I was even born. The way my parents were portrayed in Young, Famous, and African wasn't the best image and wasn't completely accurate. Well, these are the words of the first daughter of the famous singer Innocent Idibia, that's Tubaba, and his amiable wife Annie Idibia. She has come out to say that she's not happy the way both parents were being portrayed in the reality show, The Young, Famous, and African. That it makes it look that the father is a shit and that the mother is a nagging wife. Please like this video, share this video, and share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you.